A very good morning, class. So, if you have gone through the previous video, you must know that we have already started with the second type of method which is used for estimation of trends in a time series called as the moving averages. And in the previous lecture, I explained you all how to calculate 3-yearly, 4-yearly, and 5-yearly moving averages. Our today's session also deals with the same topic, but we'll be practicing some more sums, this time from your miscellaneous exercise. So today we'll be completely winding off with the second type of method used in time series for measuring the estimation of trends. So let's begin without wasting much time. So first we'll be starting with question number 4, question 3. Already we have finished some sums related to your graphical method from your miscellaneous exercise. The third sum tells you obtain the trend values for the data in the problem 4 first using 5-yearly moving averages. So in the first sum, they are asking you to find out the values of the trend by using 5-yearly moving averages. So let's have a look how the sum has been done. So as you know, class, for 5-yearly moving averages, you need to prepare 4 columns. Out of that, the first 2 are nothing but already given in the question. So there's no need to leave lines in this particular topic. The third column represents 5-yearly moving total, and the last column represents 5-yearly moving averages, which will be our trend values. Also, class, we have seen last time that in 5-yearly moving averages, the first 2 years and the last 2 years, you will be getting blank. There will be no values in that because there is no value above 0 and no value below 10 in order to get 5 ka bundle. So already I explained you what is the shortcut. You can make the bundle and see where the total of writing the first total comes at. So in case of 5-yearly moving average, हम 5 का bundle बनाते हैं and we write the total in front of the midpoint of that particular bundle. So in this case, अपने bundle का midpoint is 9. So the first value will come over here. Similarly, उसके नीचे एक के बाद एक the arrows will follow and you can also calculate the last bundle wherein the last value will come. So the last bundle will be at 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 10. So the last value will be shown in front of 4. So these things you can make in the table and keep first before you start exactly with the sum. And all these things have to be done in pencil, class, so that later on, once you're finished with the sum, you can rub it out with the help of a eraser. So this is what is the total you will get once you're totaling 5 का bundles. एक के बाद एक value छोड़ते जाना है. You have to keep on cancelling with the help of pencil. And this is what is the final total you will be getting, which is 30, 35, 35, 34 and 35. The last column is 5-yearly moving averages. Now, as we have added 5 numbers, so we will be dividing the total by 5. So every number will be divided by 5. And this is what is the final answer you will be getting. And with this, the 5-yearly moving averages का trend values will be seen in front of you. So अंदाजा लगा सकते हो 6 से 7 हुआ, then again 7 पे constant रहा, then again it fell down on 6.8, again it came up at 7. So this is what is the status of your trend values with the help of 5-yearly moving averages. Moving forward, now I am going to sum number 12. Now 12th sum tells you obtain the trend value for the data in problem 10 using 3-yearly moving averages. So they are asking you to solve the 10th sum with the help of 3-yearly moving averages. And again, a simple class for 3-yearly moving averages, the same column will be made as you were making for 5-yearly. So the first 2 column represents the total, the values given from the table in the question. The third column will be 3-yearly moving total and the fourth column will be 3-yearly moving averages, the trend values. Now, in case of 3 yearly, the first and the last year will remain blank. So I've put dashes over there. In case of 3 yearly, you will be preparing 3 ka bundle and the logic remains the same. You have to write the values, the total in front of the middle value of that particular bundle. So 1 plus 0 plus 3, the value will be written in front of 0. Then I will calculate the last bundle, 4 plus 5 plus 8. So I know I have to keep on calculating up till here. So 1 plus 0 plus 3 will give you 4. So you can write 4 over here and cancel 1. The next bundle will be 0 plus 3 plus 8, which gives you 11. So now you can cancel 0. The next value will be 3, 8 and 10. That is 18. 18 plus 3 gives you 21. Then you can cancel 3 like this. 8 and 10 plus 4 will give you 14. 14 plus 8 will give you 22. So again, you can cancel 8. 10 plus 4 plus 5 will give you 19. And 4 plus 5 plus 8 finally will give you 13, 8, 13 and 4, 17. So let's check whether the values are matching. Yes. So you will get such type of values class as you can see. 4, 11, 21, 22, 19 and 17. So for the fourth column, 3 yearly moving averages, you will do nothing but divide the numbers by 3 over here. Now why 3? Because it is 3 yearly moving average and you have added 3 numbers. So in order to find the average, you will be dividing it by 3. So this is what is the final value, the trend values you'll be getting after you'll divide all the numbers by 3. So with this 3 yearly moving averages also gets over. So I hope now the concept is little bit more clearer than yesterday. Moving forward to sum number 15. Yesterday we have already solved one sum from your miscellaneous exercise. That was sum number 9. Now we are solving sum number 15. Again, they are telling you to use the data in problem number 13 by using 4 yearly moving averages. So remember class, the very first thing for 4 yearly moving averages is 4 extra column bante hain. Apart from that, you have to leave one line after every year. Okay? So this is the pattern that should look like when you make the table of 4 yearly moving averages. So let us see the heading. Pehla hoga 4 yearly moving total, then 4 yearly moving averages, then 2 unit moving total and 4 yearly centered moving averages, that is the trend values. So another thing I told you all, always make bundle of 4. So 4 ka bundle hai. Now in 4 ka bundle you have 6 and 3 as your mid values. So 6 and 3 ke beech mein you will be writing the first total, whatever you will be getting. So in the similar manner, as you see, I have made all the arrows. So I have calculated the first and last bundle. So आपका last bundle होगा 9, 4, 5, 10 and you'll be writing in between 4 and 5. तो मतलब यहाँ पे start करना है, यहाँ तक खत्म होना चाहिए आपका all the values. So that idea you can do in the beginning itself. So this is what is the value you get: 17, 19, 22, 23, 20 and 28. Now I told you class, ये जो भी numbers हमको मिले, as you can see, they don't represent any particular year. इनके सामने कोई year है ही नहीं. So now what we are gonna do is, first we'll be dividing all the values by 4. ठीक है ना? So these averages don't represent any particular year. So once you have divided the values by 4, the next table tells you to make a 2 unit moving total. So as the name tells, 2 unit ka matlab you will be adding the averages of 2 years like this. दो का टोटल करते जाना है आपको, नॉट एक के बाद एक छोड़ते भी जाने. जैसे दिस यू विल राइट इन मिडिल हियर, इन दोनों का वैल्यू यू विल राइट हियर, इन दोनों का वैल्यू यू विल राइट ओवर हियर. एंड व्हाट डिड यू नोटिस क्लास, व्हेन यू राइट द वैल्यूज ओवर हियर, नाउ यू सी दैट दे आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग अ स्पेसिफिक ईयर. समझ आया? Now why the name of the topic itself is 4 yearly centered. मतलब पहले जब आप टोटल करोगे, it won't be in the exact center, मतलब कोई year represent ही नहीं करेगा. Then after doing 2 unit का total, you will get the values in the center of the 4 years. Okay. So that is what it is trying to tell you. So with that logic, as you can see class, if you total, you get the values like this. I have made the arrows along with the bundle. 4.25, 4.75, 9 आता है, 4.75 plus 5.5, 10.25 आता है, 5.5 plus 5.75 get 11.25 and so on. And the last but not the least, you will divide the 2-unit moving total by 2. And why by 2? Because last May you added only 2 values, so you will divide the total by 2. So this is what is the final answer you will be getting as 4.50, 5.125, 5.625, 5.375 and 6.00. So I hope class आज का टॉपिक और यूजफुल रहा होगा आप लोगों के लिए. And now you must be very clear how to calculate all the 3 types of moving averages. Now before we wind off, there are some sums which I want you all to solve for practice. So from miscellaneous exercise class, we have not solved sum number 6, 9, 18 and 20. So I want you all to practice these 4 sums. And if you find any difficulty, please let me know in the comments section. Also, on page number 63 and page number 64, there are 2 solved examples. That is solved example number 3 and solved example number 4. So I want you all to solve these 2 sums as well. अभी ये solved example है तो copy मत करना. For your practice purpose, I am giving you all so that कोई भी type का sum अगर इस lesson से आए, you should be able to solve it. So I hope class you have followed the topic and the revision section also. So with this class, we finished 2 methods of estimation of trends in a time series. In our next lecture, we'll be starting with the 3rd and the final method, that is method of least squares. So till then, take care, stay safe, keep practicing, keep learning, and please do take care of yourselves first. Apart from that, if any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. So thank you so much class for listening to me so very patiently and giving me your love as well by seeing the views, likes on the video. I hope you all are sharing the same with your friends as well, and you have subscribed to my channel so that you can get more updates regarding your subject. So thank you so much class. I'll stop here for today till we meet in our next session.